Welcome to Yin Yoga. This is a very gentle, slow, and restorative practice to help you unwind and reconnect to your body. We'll begin on the mat. Come to sit on your heels with your knees together. Relax your shoulders. From head to toe, softening the muscles. Connecting with your breath instead of your thoughts. Gently reach your fingertips forward in child's pose. And you can leave them there or reach back and grab onto your heels. This calms your nervous system down. As your forehead's pressed to the mat, I just want you to imagine any thoughts, stresses, or worries melting out of your mind, going back into the earth. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth exhale. Letting go. Reach your fingertips forward and just gently walk them over towards the left side. Giving yourself a nice stretch, saying hello to the right side of the body. And then walk them over to the right side. Keep your shoulders out of your ears, pressing them back. Being so gentle. So slow. There's nothing you need to do. Nowhere you need to be, but right here. Bring your hands back to center and make your way into a tabletop position. So your palms are underneath your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. And we'll just move through some cat-cows. So with every breath in, you arch the spine. Every exhale, you round like a kitty cat. Breath to movement, going at your own pace. And start to do some circles with your hips to the right and left. Close your eyes for this part. You're really just tuning into sensation, breathing into the tight spaces in your body. Moving slow, like you're moving through molasses. Make your way back to center. Tuck your toes and come to sit on your heels for a toe stretch. Melt your shoulders away from your ears, rest your palms on your thighs, and come back to your breath. Notice any discomfort and see if you can breathe into it. We're training ourselves to soften instead of brace for impact. So use your breath. And make your way out, gently pressing into the first down dog of class. Root your heels into the earth. Maybe you bend one knee or the other. Maybe you just stay still. Stay with your breath. Raise that right leg in the air, opening up the hip. Maybe you do some circles with your knee. And as you're ready, pull that right knee through, sliding the left leg back. Coming into a low lunge, make sure that your knee is directly above your ankle. And you should feel a nice stretch in that left hip flexor. This is typically where we hold fear, so see if you can breathe out any thoughts, any emotions that you don't need anymore. Bring that left palm to the ground, reach back with the right hand, and see if you can grab the top of the right foot. If that's not available to you, then you can use a strap. Just a nice gentle quad stretch. Find your breath. And you never want to yank. With every breath, you're just micro stretching further. Release that leg, walk the right foot out to the edge of the mat, opening up that knee, coming into lizard pose. Maybe you stay on your hands, or maybe you want a deeper stretch and go onto your forearms. And you're just noticing if there's any tension in your hip. Taking nice, long, deep breaths. Giving the body time to open. And if thoughts come to disturb you, instead of trying to get rid of them, just let them flutter across your mind like birds passing by. Notice if you're holding your breath. Can you allow it to move through you? And when you're ready, gently come out of lizard pose, bringing that right foot back to center, slowly coming back into downward facing dog. And stay here for a moment and notice the difference in your legs, your hips, the space you just created. Deep breath in and out. Three-legged dog. Raise that left leg up towards the sky, bending the knee, doing some circles with your hips. And as you're ready, coming into a low lunge on the left side. And releasing your palms on top of your thigh. Making sure your hips are squared like headlights in front of you. Knowing you are safe to relax. This is your practice, your time to soften and let go. And as you're ready, moving into that quad stretch. So right hand comes down on the inside of the left foot. Reach back, grab the top of the left foot. Right foot, sorry. Ignore the wood chip on my forehead. Use your breath. And And when you're in these tight spaces, I want you to visually send your breath into those muscles. Release that foot down, walking that left foot out to the outer edge of the mat. I just hit my dog. Opening up that knee. And take the same variation you did on the other side, either staying up on your hands or coming to your forearms. Find your breath. Make sure your shoulders aren't dumping into your ears. Trusting that if you stop holding yourself so tightly, you won't fall apart. Melting into the pose. Make your way back up. Sliding that left leg back. Maybe you do a lunge with the right leg and the left. Just relaxing. Getting the blood flowing. Then we're going to fold our mat over twice on either side for frog pose. You need a little cushioning under your knee, and if that's not enough, you can always put 2 pillows there. So I like to fold mine over twice. Coming into a tabletop and spreading those knees as wide as they can go. Flexing the feet behind you like a frog. And then you're going to come onto your forearms. Kind of rock the hips forward and back till you find that sweet spot of stretching that you can hold for a few minutes. I like to stack my fists on top of each other so my forehead has a little pillow. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, side out. And as you're here, I want you to visualize the most beautiful ocean you can imagine. Cotton candy skies, crystal blue water, white powdery sand. With every breath in, the waves pull back from the shore. And with every breath out, they rush forward onto the sand. Holding that image and noticing the natural ebbs and flow of your breath. Notice if you're breathing or holding your breath. And if you're holding your breath, allow it to move. Gently raise your head back up. Be very slow coming out of this. You might feel like the Tin Man for a second. Uncurl your mat. And just do some lunges. Get the blood flowing again. And thread the needle, press that right hand down, loop the left arm through, bringing your head down to the mat. Your knees are still directly under your hips, and you can either raise that right arm above your head or reach back and thread the needle. Breathe into the back of your heart. Using your breath. Your breath is the one thing you always have with you. It's like a surfboard that helps you ride life's waves, big or small. My first yoga teacher said to me, yoga without breath is just gymnastics, and I have to agree with her. And slowly unwind, changing sides, pressing that right hand down, left hand down, raise the right arm up, thread it through. And take the same exact variation that you did on the other side. Close your eyes, relaxing the muscles in your face, softening your jaw. Directing your focus to your shoulders, seeing if you can soften even just a little bit more. Are you breathing or holding your breath? And gently make your way out. Coming back into a tabletop, we're moving into puppy pose now. So this is our deepest shoulder stretch. Keep your hips above your knees. If this is too much, you can always grab your elbows. But if not, just reach those fingertips forward, forehead's on the mat. Let your belly hang heavy. Enjoying the sweet heart opening. And gently make your way out. Swing your legs in front of you. So your legs are together, you're flexing your feet, reach your arms up. Back is straight. As you slowly fold forwards, you can either grab onto your calves, your feet, or your heels, whatever's available. Breathing into your hamstrings. Enjoying the sweetness of doing nothing. And the key to a really good breath is you take as long as you can on the inhale, letting your lungs expand like a balloon. And as long as you can on the exhale, allowing them to fully deflate. Gently roll up, sliding onto your mat, hugging your knees into your chest, neutralizing the spine. And then we're going to do thread the needle, so bring that right ankle over the left thigh. You can either grab onto the back of your left thigh or your shin, depending on what's available. And you can use the right elbow to kind of wedge the right leg open a little bit for a deeper hip stretch. This is a really great option if pigeon is too much for you. Knowing that relaxation is equally as important as any work we do. It's like the sun and the moon. Both are in perfect balance, never canceling out one another. And release. Hug your knees into your chest for a moment. Just one breath. And then change sides. Now this side might be different than the other. Maybe you can go deeper, maybe it's tighter. Just being completely in tune with the sensations that are arising. And slowly unwind. Moving into our spinal twist. Left leg comes out in front of you. Right leg hugs up and around your rib cage. And then melt it over to the left side. Now it's more important that both of your shoulders are on the ground than your knee. So really press both of them equally into the mat. You can gaze up at the ceiling or over the right shoulder. This is detoxing your organs, rinsing your body. And come back to center, hugging the knees in for a breath. Switching, bringing that left knee in and around the rib cage, melting it over to the right side, making any adjustments you need. And release. Everyone's favorite, happy baby pose. Grab the outer edges of your heels, really pressing your whole spine into the mat. Maybe you roll to the right and the left, giving your low back a massage. And then hug your knees in one last time. Deep breath in through the nose, squeeze. Exhale, release the legs out in front of you, adjusting your clothes, any last minute fidgets, preparing for your Shavasana meditation. One final deep conscious breath in and release, knowing this is the most important part of your practice. Melting away. Shavasana. And I'm going to leave you here in case you'd like to meditate for longer. But if you feel complete with your yin practice, you can just take a deep breath in through the nose and out the mouth. Thank you for making time for yourself and allowing me to guide you. Namaste.